Good morning, sunshines. Welcome back for another Let's Learn. Today we are working once again in the 500 crochet stitches, the ultimate crochet stitch Bible. The link is in the description below if you'd like to follow along with us. But we are working on page 52 and we are going to be doing the connected spiral stitch. It is a multiple of 3 stitches plus 5. And this week I decided to go with something a little bit different because the last couple weeks have been really super heavy yarn eaters. And they've also been really thick. So I decided I was going to switch it up a little bit. If you're new here, my name is Marty. I am an amigurumi designer and I am absolutely obsessed with all things crochet. I love learning new stitches, so I decided I'd bring y'all along. I cannot wait to pop in and learn this connected spiral stitch. Let's go check it out, shall we?
Okay, so I've made all of the chains necessary with the multiple of 3 plus 5. All right. There are special abbreviations. It's called the cluster 4, and you work 3 double crochet over the stem of the double crochet just worked, but you leave the last loop of each double crochet on the hook, then work the 4th double crochet as indicated, leaving the last loop as before, 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 5 loops. So basically it's a double crochet 4 together. Understand why they would call it a cluster. All right, let's do this. Okay, so row 1, which is the right side, says to work a double crochet into the sixth chain from the hook. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, and let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, double crochet. All right, then it says to chain 3. Okay, chain 3, skip 2 chains, work cluster 4. Okay, work 3 double crochets over the stem of the double crochet. We'll just, I don't know, over the stem, then work the 4th double crochet as indicated. I guess that's what they mean by 2. I pull through. Oh, no, 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 no. Yay, I saved it. Okay, pull through 2. Okay, and then repeat from the last chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we do 1, 2, 3, skip 2, and then do the 4th here and pull it through all 5 loops. Chain 3. Well, this is pretty easy. I hope I'm doing it right. 1, 2, 3, and then skip 2 chains and put the 4th double crochet, and then all together skip 3 or chain 3. One, 2, 3, skip 2 chains, and in the 3rd do a double crochet. Well, complete that double crochet 4 together and then chain 3. This is actually pretty easy. I really hope I'm doing it right. I think I am. I am consulting the chart, which I will show you as soon as I get done with this row. 1, 2. I was concerned about having another yarn eater because the last few ones that I've done, the last few weeks, have been such yarn eaters. And I wanted to get something that wasn't so, I guess, intense. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. And so far, this seems pretty simple. I hope it turns out good. Because this looks like it's working up really fast. Oh, no, 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 Marty. If I can focus. 1, 2, and 3. Two, 3. Oh, don't get it twisted. 1, 2, and 3. You know, I almost didn't use this yarn. I know this yellow is the color that I chose for April. But I'm not digging it. I don't really like how it shows up on camera. And honestly, I'm just not digging it for me. So let me know if you guys would be okay with me changing to another color. Let me know if you're having a hard time seeing this. I might just use the rest of this skein before I move on to the next. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I almost forgot what I was doing there for a second. I feel like I'm working sideways. Like, instead of having it like this and I'm just moving on along, I'm working like this, like sideways. It's kind of crazy cool, but it's a little awkward. Okay, and it says to do this until the last 2 chains. And I think we're almost there. The good thing is, this is only, oh, it's only a 1 row repeat. Well, that's cool. 2, 3, okay. All right, so we do have the last 2 chains. Okay, so we basically do the same thing. But instead of skipping 2 chains, we're just gonna skip 1 and put the last double of this cluster into the very last chain. Okay, so that is row 1, which is the right side. Okay. Okay, row 2. First we turn. Row 2. We chain 3. And this is the repeat row. This is where we start. It says 1 double crochet. This does count as a double. It says 1 double crochet into the chain 3 space. Chain 3. Okay. And then we just... What? Okay. And we work it from here. 1, 2, 3. And we place the 4th double crochet. Where is it? Into the next chain 3 space, which is right here. Okay. Well, that's easy. Oh no, Marty. Oops. I got a little ahead of myself. That's easy, y'all. That's easy peasy. Ooh, this is gonna work up so fast. I don't know about you, but as intense as the last couple of weeks have been, I needed this in my life. So, 1, 2, 3, and then in the next chain 3 space right here. And then we put it all together and chain 3. Oh, y'all. What do you think about the stitch so far? Because, to be honest, I'm digging it. Well, so far. I am really appreciating and liking the fact that it's going so quickly. I am liking the fact that it's really, after you get past the terminology and how they word things, like I don't know why they just can't say double crochet 4 together with your fourth one being here. I don't I don't know why, but it's fine. We're fine. It's all fine. I think it's looking beautiful. Go ahead and finish this doing the same thing, and let me meet you up here at the end of the row. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I am almost at the end. I hope y'all are enjoying this. No, Marty. No, 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 no. This stitch as much as I am. It's a lot of fun to do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it says at the end. Oh, I'm not at the end yet. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I was at the end, but I guess I was not. That's all right. You can join me. Now we're gonna be at the end. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, placing the final double crochet into the top of the chain at the beginning of the previous row. Okay. So that is the end of row 2. Look how pretty that is. All right, so from here on out, we're just repeating row 2 all the way up. Like, literally, that's it. That's super freaking fast. That's, wow. Let me measure and see. See, that's perfect. That is perfect. Yay. Oh, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and whip this thing up. You know what? Let's just do one more. All right, so we turn first. We chain 3. We put a double in here. Chain 3. And then start. And then skip right on over to the next chain 3. This is so simple and easy and honestly very enjoyable to make. I am so glad I chose this stitch today. You know, it's amazing how sometimes it's nice having challenge. I like challenging stitches. I like figuring it out because it makes me feel, I don't know, accomplished, I guess. Like I'm really learning something, but then there is times that it's just too much. Like you just want something simple, but you also want something really beautiful. And I think this stitch gives you both without being overwhelming, overpowering. Do you know what I'm saying? It's really beautiful. Oh, how fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue this row and I'll meet you back here. All right, I'm back towards the end again. Y'all, I am really digging. You gotta let me know, what do you think of this stitch? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. What do you think? Let me see if I can go in just... Look at that. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. But you know what I forgot to show you before is the chart. So let me grab it really quick. This... Oh, sorry. That is the chart for what we're doing. And that's how I knew. Like, I thought it said 2, and at first I thought this was like 3 chains, because you see, but it's connecting in those particular chains. So thank heavens for the charts, y'all. Thank heavens for the chart. So go ahead and do as many rows as you want. I'm going to go ahead and finish making my swatch. 9 inches. Let me check again, because my brain is not always right. So about 9 inches-ish. And I'll meet you when I'm all done.
Y'all, I am so happy that I chose this stitch this week because it was literally exactly what I was looking for, except for a few things. There's a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about. The first thing is, why do they call it a connected spiral? I don't understand that. Let me show you what I mean. Like, there is my little swatch. I don't really see any spirals. Am I missing something? Let me know in the comments if I'm missing where the spiral is, because I don't see it. However, it is absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what I was looking for this week. It's airy, it's pretty, but it's not a yarn eater. It's super fast to work up. Oh, I will say too, when you're connecting on the sides, one thing that I had I don't want to say it was a really hard time, but I caught myself several times and had to come back and redo, because at the very end, when, okay, so let me just put it like this. This looks like it's the end of the row. So when you connect your 4th double crochet to this, I didn't do my last one. So that meant I was one short on this side and had to back up and go do it all over again, because you have to work into the double crochet from the row below in the last stitch. So other than that, it was good. It was super easy. I really don't understand why they word things the way that they do in this book. Last week I had issues with trying to understand what a back post. Yeah. They named it something weird and funky when really it was just a back post double crochet. And this was very similar, because it's ultimately a double crochet 4 together. The placement is off, and that's probably why they call it a cluster. But y'all, what do you think? I cannot wait to hear your comments about the connected spiral stitch. Next week, we're going to do something a little bit different. This book has various different motifs, and we're going to be working on a motif next week rather than an actual square. So I'm super excited to see how that works out, and I cannot wait for you to join me next Tuesday. Have a good week. Bye now.